Life gets loud. It's busy, and sometimes we lose ourselves in it. From the simple things like raising children and working a job, to the heavier things like caring for a sick loved one or dealing with loss. Life has a way of demanding our attention. And somewhere along the way, I think we forget to stop and notice the beauty that exists in the silence around us. I once heard someone say that if you want to hear the voice of God and know what he sounds like, you should stand next to a flowing river. Now, I don't have any biblical evidence to back that statement up, but I do have enough personal experience to know that there's something about a mountain stream that makes me feel closer to my Creator. Maybe it's the sound of the water. Maybe it's the simplicity of it all. Or maybe it's because the distractions of everyday life seem to fade away, even if only for a little while. A couple perfect little holes through here. And the very first thing that we do is snag a top. Even though I know what waits for me out here, something always seems to try and get in the way. If you're a follower of Christ, then you know there's an enemy who works hard to distract us from the things that bring us closer to the Father. Sometimes it's as simple as a schedule that's too busy, a mind that won't slow down, or even a weather front moving in on the only free day you have to fish. Whatever form it takes, I try my best not to let it win, because I've learned that some things are worth pushing through for. Welcome back to the hills on this gloomy day. I decided to get out of the house and enjoy some summertime, but it looks like I'm about to get rained out of this little adventure. I wanted to come up here and fish this spot up here in the forest. I've fished it probably about 3 or 4 times, and I've never pulled a fish out of this water. It gets hit pretty hard in the summertime, and I was hoping to get in here and pull one out before everybody really starts fishing it for the year. But I'm not really too keen on getting soaking wet today. Even though I started this morning with doubt in my ear, I kept moving forward. I kept believing that peace was waiting somewhere around the next bend in the river, and that all I really needed to do was be present enough to find it. I've made my way quite a ways up here. I'm probably about a mile and a half upstream, and I'm finally getting into fish. I just got to get one that'll actually fully commit to it and give me enough time to set the hook, or I need to speed up and be a better angler. Beautiful this far back. After 4 years of fishing this stretch of river, and after one of the heaviest weeks I've had in quite some time, I finally accomplished something I set out to do the very first time I stepped into these waters. But what surprised me most wasn't the fish. It was what happened before it. Somewhere between the rushing water, the mountain air, and the quiet moments in between casts, I found exactly what I came looking for. A renewed spirit, a grateful heart, and a reminder of what truly matters. Finally on one, and I didn't have the daggum camera on. That kind of stinks. First catch of the day, and I didn't even have the daggum camera on the caddis. Pretty little fella. Took me changing it up and getting up away from the main waters to finally get on them. I thought I had clicked record, but apparently I didn't. Something keeps popping that dry down in there. Uh-oh. Got myself a little tangled up there. Four times of trying it, I finally got on a fish here in the forest, in this chunk of the forest. I've definitely fished this river system before, but never this stream, this strip of water, as far as being successful fishing it. So even though I completely botched the film, I've got a huge sense of accomplishment right now, finally catching one out of this stream. I'm gonna keep working my way up and see if I can get an even smaller water. And honestly, I just kind of want to explore. But either way, we're gonna go enjoy nature for what she is. With a renewed spirit, I kept moving. I didn't let the gloomy weather or the slow stretches discourage me. The sound of water rolling across the rocks, the beauty of the mountains around me, the simple act of being present. All of it encouraged me to keep going, to keep exploring, to keep finding joy in the moment I was standing in instead of worrying about the next one. There we go. That was a good bite. No, it wasn't. False hooking the crap out of him today. Him in the tail. Calm down, little guy. The older I get, the more I realize that success in the outdoors isn't always measured by what we bring home. Sometimes success is simply finding a place where the noise of the world can't reach you. A place where gratitude comes easier. A place where your heart can slow down long enough to hear what really matters. Pretty little native. Wild. Not native, wild. So even though life can be loud, I want to encourage you to find your silence. Maybe it's water flowing over rocks. Maybe it's a songbird waking up in the woods. Maybe it's the peace and quiet of an empty house before the rest of the world wakes up. Whatever it is, make time for it. Connect with your Creator. Give thanks for the blessings you've been given. And remember, we're all in this together. See you on the hill.